So yeah, if Scarlett Johansson could just marry me, that would be great. Yeah, don't worry guys, the shades are gone. There is no way I'm awesome enough to pull off that look. So Lucy is the new sci-fi thriller from Luc Besson. Besson made The Fifth Element, a great movie. And then he made Taken 2, not such a great movie. Scarlett Johansson plays Lucy, a young woman who's captured by a mob boss and forced into becoming his drug mule. During her transportation, an incident occurs and the drug ends up leaking inside of Lucy, causing her brain capacity to rise. At the same time, halfway across the world, Morgan Freeman plays a lecturer who is giving a speech on what would happen if our brain capacity could rise. The movie sins big time, twofold here. Firstly, the whole humans can only use 10% of their brains thing is rubbish and has been proven to be rubbish. And two, with Morgan Freeman you've got one of the best actors in the world, in history, and you give him such a pointless role. He has no character here, he's just there to spout exposition. What a waste! The goddamn characters in this movie! I mean, come on. There is no one you can relate to in this film. Absolutely no one. Lucy, yeah, she's cool to watch, but she becomes a goddess. You don't relate to a goddess. There's a scene between Lucy and her mother, and I don't want to spoil anything, but to summarise, the mother's reaction is so ridiculous. You just won't be able to take the movie seriously. It's not a comedy, but that moment you would be confused and you could think it's a comedy. There are some cool scenes in this movie, but Besson is trying way too hard. The start of the movie, the first 10 to 15 minutes, is great. I was expecting a 9-10 out of 10 movie from those first 15 minutes. The tension is up, there's some really cool cinematography, and then he just loses the plot. This film descends so deep into the unbelievable that it becomes uninteresting, and Besson's attempts to be clever completely backfire. Now, with a convoluted plot and unrelatable characters, you might think I hate this movie, but I don't. It could be because Scarlett Johansson is one of the hottest women alive, but I think it's more than that. There are some really cool scenes. There's a chase through Paris, and I won't say any more than that, but it's one of the best scenes shot in Paris that I've seen in a while. The scenes where Lucy is in action are quite entertaining. I mean, they're not memorable for the characters involved, but they're entertaining to watch. And it is a thriller at the end of the day, it's there to entertain. So overall, Lucy was a bit disappointing. You don't really care about the characters, it's nowhere near as clever as it thinks it is, but there are some good scenes, some good moments. Just don't take it too seriously, and whatever you do, do not try and think about the ending of this movie. It will blow your brain in the complete wrong way. So overall, I'm giving Lucy a 6 out of 10. It's decent, it's a watchable movie, it's just really not memorable. But if you need something to watch, it's not bad, and Scarlett Johansson is always worth watching. Thanks for viewing, and remember, this wasn't a review, this was a net view.